Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. If you guys are watching the replay, let me know in the comments with #replay. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, don't forget to click subscribe right here with this button, and also give me a thumbs up if you're loving this video. So one thing I wanted to talk about today, okay, first I'm in the back seat of my car today because I'm parked right outside of my gym. So you guys know that I do CrossFit every day at noon, and what I do is I go on car rants right before I go to the gym. So I got this like amazing spot today, like right outside of my gym. But I know that if I am sitting in the front seat of the car, that my friends are all going to walk up to class and they're going to be like, hey, Kylie, what's up? And they're going to like make so many guest appearances. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit in the back seat of my car so I can avoid all that and just get the point across so we don't have guests on this show. Or if you guys want to see guests on the show, let me know in the comments because I don't know how that would work out, but it might be kind of funny actually. So anyways, I wanted to talk about this topic of the day, which I get bombarded with messages. This is why I wanted to talk about this topic. So has anyone ever, and I'm going to say yes, has anyone ever received a message from somebody saying, hey, I started this amazing new group. Do you want to join? Okay. If you've ever been cold messaged, asked to be a part of a new group, join my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, do this, do that, like do all these things for me, whatever. And it's someone that's like so completely out of the blue. Let me know in the comments. If it's somebody that you don't even know, you never had an interaction with them before in your life, and they kind of just like waltz on up to your messages and they're kind of like, hey, like, I see that you're an entrepreneur. Well, guess what? I just started a new Facebook group with entrepreneurs. Do you want to join? Like, here's the link. And then they just like spam you with the link and like, that's it. There's no like conversation where it's like you don't even know this person. They kind of just like waltz on up in your inbox and they act like you guys have been besties forever, right? If this has ever happened to you, let me know in the comments because guys, this literally happens to me like 80 times a day. I wish that was a lie, but it's not. It happens to me a lot, which is probably one of the biggest reasons why I stopped answering Facebook messages. And I tell you guys all the time, if you need to reach out to me on email or write me in the comments below because I don't check direct messages anymore because there's too many spammers spamming my inbox, okay? But I'm going to tell you guys why you should not cold message people and begging them to essentially join your new Facebook group, like your business page, do XYZ, whatever you want them to do. I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't be doing that. And I'm just going to get right to it. The reason why you should never force somebody to join something that you just started, it doesn't even matter if you have 0 followers. It really doesn't matter. You should never force somebody that maybe you're friends with on Facebook or you don't even know to have them join your group because they are not your ideal clients, okay? Business gets hard when we force people to work with us. It's just like relationships, okay? Let's just say like you're dating somebody and like they're not doing all the things right, and maybe you like let go of your boundaries and you're just kind of like, okay, like I know that you're doing things that I don't like, but I'm still gonna like put up with it anyway. And that's when relationships are like business is relationships, okay? Like that's when everything becomes really hard. It's like when we force people to do something and we don't really give them the option. We don't allow them to like build the know, like, and trust factor with us, or we don't allow them to like search for us naturally because they actually have that problem in their lives, okay? And this is a really big reason why I'm a big believer in keywords over hashtags and just like search engine marketing. It's because if I put my content onto search engines, I allow my ideal clients to find me with ease. But that means that I can work with them with ease because I know that they have problems that I can solve for them. Okay. So when I start any of my social media channels, I don't message people. I'm not like desperate and being like, hey, like join my Facebook group, like come here, come there, come everywhere. And it's like this is when business becomes hard. This is when growing your following becomes hard. This is when life becomes hard, okay? Is when you try to force people to like you so you can feel accepted, so you can have more followers. So it's all about the vanity metrics, okay? When you go up to people and you cold message them, that's like coming, I used this example before. It's like when you walk by somebody on the street, that's kind of like being like, hey, come join my Facebook group. And they're going to be like, I'm not an entrepreneur. I don't have that problem. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't need your product or your service. So why do you want me in that Facebook group? Okay. That's quite literally the same thing as messaging somebody on Facebook, is when you just blast people, whoever is on your Facebook friends list. And it's kind of like, hey, join this, join that, XYZ, 1, 2, 3. Everyone on planet Earth is doing that right now. And I don't really know why. I don't know who taught that strategy or whatever. But a better way to go about it is to grow slow and allow the people that need your help to find you. Now you're probably thinking like, Kylie, okay, well then how do I do that? How do I start at 0 and how do I get people to see me? Okay. You make your content searchable. That's what you do. Okay. So instead of waiting for people to come to you slowly through hashtag search, so it's kind of like, okay, I post and then I pray for people to see my content the exact time that I posted it. And then when they don't, and they're probably not going to see your content because you just started, it's going to go in the Facebook or Instagram black hole. But what you can do is if you make your content searchable, your ideal client is always searching for the solution to their problem. So, for example, if you have a CBD line or like you want to start selling that product, what you can do is you can start making tutorials on YouTube. You can make Pinterest infographics. You can start writing blog posts. You can start a podcast about it and start educating people on the effects or like, ways to use it, recipes, anything under the sun. All you have to do is start educating people on the value that you provide to them. And then they're going to be drawn to it because they're going to be wondering about it. If they're interested in that product, they are going to be searching for that content. Now, the backwards way to go about it, which is what a lot of people on Facebook and Instagram do, is they'll message people and be like, hey, I have this CBD product. Come buy it from me. And it's like, if that person's like totally against CBD or like they are like 0% interested in it, what you're going to do is you're going to end up with people blocking you because you're quite frankly approaching people that aren't your ideal clients. It's kind of like the post, or it's like, I guess this is like message and pray. It's worse than posting and praying because you're messaging these people and you're praying that they need your product or your service, okay? Instead of placing your content, value-based content, okay, that's a caveat, value-based content onto a search engine to start educating people about what you do and how you can serve them, you're going to start attracting people that are searching for the solution to their problem because they are actively looking for the answer and you have the answer. Okay, if this is making sense, let me know in the comments. So to kind of wrap this up, this was like a little short and sweet because I was just like rambling, but don't message people to join your new group, your new Instagram page, your new YouTube channel, your new Pinterest, whatever. Because the thing is that when you message people and you expect, so this is the problem. It's all like mindset, okay? So when you message people, we almost have this like expectation that people are going to say yes. And if they don't, we get down on ourselves because we always like think it's about us. It's like, what am I doing wrong? My group's amazing. Why don't people like it? I don't understand why people aren't joining. All of these things, but it's like you're just going about it the wrong way and you're not going to show up authentically because you're trying to push your message onto people that aren't ready to receive your message. Okay? That has nothing to do with you. It doesn't mean that your message is bad. It doesn't mean you're not doing the right thing. It just means that cold messaging is not the answer. Allow your ideal clients, the ones worldwide looking for the solution to their problem, the one that you have, allow them to search for you. Okay? Okay, Angela says, yes, thank you. I'm so happy that you're loving this. So what you can do is, you're probably like, Kylie, okay, right now I'm cold messaging. How do I stop doing that then? Okay, how do people come to me organically? You make your content searchable. Okay? So for example, if you have a Facebook group, make sure that the title of your Facebook group isn't like rainbow dancing butterflies and like millionaire like mindset, blah, 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 blah. Like all these like random things you don't need in the title. Make it specific to what people are looking for. Social media marketing, Instagram marketing, CBD, tips and tricks. You don't have to like do all these like fluffy, like rainbows and butterflies, like verbiage around it. Just be specific, okay? Same thing goes with a YouTube channel. Same thing that goes with a YouTube title. Like anything that you create online, we need to let go. And I know like a lot of times we're like so super creative entrepreneurs that what we want to do is we kind of like want to like put our twist onto it. And the problem with that is like twist is just like the garbage. Like you don't need that fluff in there, okay? Be specific. Allow people to search for the solution to their problem. So for example, when you go online and let's just say your stomach hurts, you're not going to be like, oh, like my stomach, like, I don't even know how to like, well, I want like rainbow packaging with like all these like, I don't even know an example, but prime example is when you go to Google, you're searching for a specific solution. You're like, what medicine do I take for an upset stomach? You're being as clear and precise as possible, okay? You're not adding all of that extra fluff verbiage onto every word to make it sound cute or like hip or whatever you want to call it, okay? I see the biggest mistake that people are doing with Facebook groups especially, I see that a lot, is that a lot of people think of these like witty, like one-liner, like Facebook group names, and they're wondering why their Facebook group isn't growing. It's because no one quite literally can search for your Facebook group, and they don't even know what it's about. It's like only you know what it's about because you quite literally just made it for yourself. So remember, we need to switch to the mindset where it's like, it's not about us. It's not the me method. It's about how we can help our ideal clients. We can only show up and help our ideal clients if they can search for our content to consume it. They can search for our content on search engines where it lives forever. It becomes more popular over time, and search engines value value-based content, okay? Value-based content, not vanity metrics, it's not time sensitive. It doesn't matter when you post it. You just need to be consistent every single day. And yeah, that's really all you have to do. So instead of like wasting all of your time trying to force people to understand your message, to force people to join your Facebook group, and at the end of the day, I'm sure like the ROI on that is very, very, very low. It's just like a letdown. Like, it's like, why would you want to try to force people to like you, work with you, join your Facebook group, whatever? Because at the end of the day, the people that you force to be in there are not even likely to buy your products and your services because they just don't believe in that mission. Maybe they just join it because they feel bad. And then they're in there, so that gives you the false sense of belief that you're actually building your group with ideal like clients. And then when you go and you nurture your audience and you go to sell something that, you know, you would like your ideal client to like, they're not going to purchase from you because they don't actually have that problem. They just joined because they felt bad. And that's not what we want. So when you're going to start something new, like for me, for example, I just started my YouTube channel. I'm not forcing anyone to subscribe. I'm not forcing anyone to like go and look, but I know that the people that need the answers that I put out there will search for my videos. So what does that mean? That means over time, my YouTube channel is going to grow, but that's the key word, is that it's over time. You have to be patient. It's not going to take 10 years, but it's also not going to take a day. Okay. And it quite frankly doesn't matter because you're going to be living for a while anyway. So why not start now, start imperfect, and just start putting out value-based content consistently every single day, and start, you know, with that performance-based habit where it's like consistency, you know, not giving up, even at signs of like when you know, the entrepreneur like journey is like that. It's not like this. It's not like this. It goes up and down. Okay. So I think the biggest, back to the topic, because that was like a side rant, back to the topic, and I'm going to wrap this up. So if you guys don't have any questions, or if you do, always let me know in the comments, whether you're watching now, watching on YouTube, watching the replay, always let me know in the comments. I love when you guys ask me questions. So the fact of the matter is that when you force people to like you, to follow you, to engage in your content by cold messaging them, they're not your ideal clients. What does that mean? That means that they're not really ever going to buy from you. So yeah, you can have people following you. You can have the vanity metrics of like, oh my God, I started this new group. Like, I'm going to bombard all of my 5,000 friends on Facebook and tell them to join my group. And it's like, okay, you don't know their true intention for joining. They might join because they feel bad. They might join because maybe they actually do like your product. Maybe they join because they like you as a friend. You don't know that answer. But at the end of the day, you really want to grow slow, and you only want people to follow you that are genuinely interested in your message and what you have to say, because those are the people that you can help the most. And that's when business becomes frictionless, is when you set boundaries to only work with your ideal clients. Okay. And another thing that this just popped into my head too, is that with this Facebook group especially, I get so many requests from people that just like don't even answer the questions that I ask them before they join this group. And if they don't have the time to answer like 2 questions that I have, that how I can help them, then they're not my ideal clients. Or if somebody comes in this group and they're like, I don't need help with social media, then I'm like, then you don't need to be in this group. Because that's what I do. I do social media marketing training. So if you quite literally don't need help, but you're requesting to join, it's like, you're not my ideal client then, because you don't need help. So how am I going to help you? So it's like, that's another flip side too, is like, you're also going to get people that are going to try to come into your space, and you need to evaluate that they are actually your ideal clients, which is why it's amazing to have, if you have a Facebook group, to make it private, ask people the right questions. So you know that, so you can always create this space that's like high vibe and the way that you want to grow it. Because I can tell you one thing, another bad thing about cold messaging is that if you're just trying to get whoever, whenever in the group or in your page or whatever, just to have a higher number, you're not gonna be able to control the vibe of your page and of your group, because you're quite literally gonna be accepting anybody. And that's when it gets scary, because you don't know what someone's going to say at any given moment. And it's like, in order to stay in control, you have to control the reins, okay? And you can control the reins by, having group rules, like expressing like, what's allowed, what isn't. But not only that, it's like allowing the people that need your help the most to be accepted. And then you are there to fully show up every single day to help them out. So yeah. That's all I really have to say for today. So if you guys love this video, let me know in the comments. And if you guys have any questions ever on anything social media marketing, whether it comes to search engines, SEO, Facebook groups, how to start and grow a Facebook group, Pinterest marketing, YouTube marketing, anything under the sun social media marketing, I just love chatting about, always let me know in the comments, because your question could anonymously be the topic of the next live stream. So I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday. I'm off to CrossFit. So I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the next live stream. Bye guys.